Good evening.
Good afternoon.
And welcome to a Playhouse Chat.
Indeed.
Special Christmas edition of Playhouse Chat. And we're going to talk about the Playhouse, but we're not actually in the Playhouse.
But we haven't introduced ourselves yet.
Yes, I'm Bert.
And I'm Mary.
Together, we are Mary and Bert. Victorian gentleman and lady. You can't beat a good book, can you? You can't beat a good book. And Mary here is currently reading A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens.
Which is also being performed at the Shakespeare North.
We haven't yet been able to get to see it. And
But we will. In January.
We'll get to see A Christmas Carol. Have you been to see A Christmas Carol yet at the Shakespeare North? There's some great reviews of A Christmas Carol, aren't there, Mary?
There are some really good ones for the Shakespeare North.
Yeah.
But we look like we're dressed for the RSC Christmas Carol.
We do a bit, don't we?
Because that was very traditional.
Yeah. But this being a Christmas special, we've made the effort, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're not our normal Prescotian selves today. What's the difference between the Victorians and the people today?
Not a lot.
No. Other than the fact that they wore different clothes.
Exactly. Yeah. But they were still an inventive group of society.
Well,
weren't they?
I mean, a lot of things around Prescot relate to Victorian times, and the Victorians did a lot for us, didn't they, Kath? Yep.
They gave us good a drainage system as ever.
They did, and they brought us the railway.
And they brought us the railways.
To Prescot.
Yeah.
You mustn't forget that.
They did.
And the handsome cab they brought to Prescot. I'll be doing a vlog on shortly. The reason for this this chat is that we're not in the Shakespeare North Playhouse, obviously, but we thought we'd do a little Christmas version of it, didn't we? And they've just announced, the Shakespeare North have just announced that
programme for next year.
Some of their programme for next year, and we've been having a look through it and seeing what things interest us that we're going to be going to. Now we are going to see
Christmas Carol
on the 6th of Jan.
Yeah. We may not be dressed like this though.
No, we may not be. We get funny looks if we were. But we've been going through it. There's lots of good stuff on there, but we've picked out some of the things that I think that interest us as Prescotians. It must be noted, by the way, that I know we do a lot of these Shakespeare things. We're not affiliated to the Shakespeare North Theatre or to any other association. We are independent. Aren't we?
I think so.
We're independent video makers from Prescot, and we're not being paid by anybody to do this. By the way, we just do it because we're a bit crazy
and we enjoy it. So, should we get back to the schedule or some of the releases?
So,
for next year?
We've done here is we've picked out some of our favourites that we'd like to see today. Do you want to start, Mary?
If I may, Bert. Well, yes, Much Ado About Nothing is coming to the Shakespeare North in Prescot in June of next year, 14th of June. And it's with the HandleBards cycling company, which goes from venue to venue, bringing theatrical interpretations of the bard.
Yeah.
So this one will be interesting to see how they present Much Ado About Nothing, because I've seen a few versions of this, so it will be nice to see theirs.
And that's at 7:30.
That's at 7:30
Cockpit Theatre.
in the Cockpit Theatre.
Yeah.
Unique brand of Shakespeare to audiences across the globe.
That's an interesting one. That's one that caught our eye from the summer season. Now, this isn't all the summer season, because they're going to make another announcement next year, aren't they, on some of the
on some
other things that they're going to be showing.
Yeah.
I quite like Lear, which is happening in June, on the 21st of June, in the theatre, Cockpit Theatre again. And this is the Unseemly Women returning with the female-led twist on Lear by William Shakespeare.
Interesting.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I'd like to see that.
I mean, these are Shakespeare plays, and there are different takes on Shakespeare plays, so they should be interesting, shouldn't they?
I'm looking forward to an evening with Frank Cottrell Boyce.
Oh, yes.
Our renowned children's book writer.
Yeah.
And renowned for other things as well.
It comes from Raynhill, you know.
It does, I know. But that'll be a nice sort of audience feedback, participation, interesting talk, I should imagine.
Yeah, it should be. It's supposed to be a very celebrated children's author.
Yeah.
But didn't he start with Brookside or something like that?
I think it was, wasn't it?
He was writing, script writer for Brookside.
Yeah, he's done a number of things.
He's done stuff like that.
But 4th of February is for that performance, and that's at 7:30. And again, where is that? Where in the theatre is that?
That's in the cockpit theatre.
Is that still in the cockpit? Yeah.
Yeah, that's in the cockpit theatre.
It's not in the studio. No.
Some of these are not in the cockpit theatre, by the way. I'll tell you which ones aren't.
What's your special mention, Mum?
Oh, yeah, I've got a special mention here. Now, this is for a free event in the cafe area. And there's one on the 6th of January, which is the very day that we go to
see Christmas Carol.
Carol. And they go right up until the 27th of January. And they meet every Thursday and Friday in the theatre cafe area.
And who is it who presents this?
It's the Reader Association.
Oh, the ones based in Calderstones Park?
Yeah, they're based in Allerton.
Yeah.
And to encourage reading.
Yeah.
And so you can go along. It's absolutely for free. You can book your tickets. They're free tickets.
That's a gorgeous building they're in, by the way. In the Mansion House.
It is. But this is in the Theatre Playhouse.
I'm saying where they're
And
based.
you can book your tickets on to the website there. And you go along to a reading group. It's kind of like a reading group.
So is it a reading discussion?
Yeah.
Points on various.
I suppose you
about
can.
Whichever books they're featuring.
You can pick your own topic and read a bit about it and why it interests
Oh, so they don't have like a set topic for that?
I don't think so. I think it's just a general reading group, which is great, and it's for free in the theatre.
Okay.
So I quite like that. I like that idea. So meeting every Thursday and Friday until the 27th of Jan.
Now, I like another one that's coming up.
Very Victorian, that
says Mary. Dirty Corset.
Oh yeah.
That looks fun.
That does look fun,
good.
Doesn't it?
Now, that's coming on the 3rd of May next year. And it's a raucous, surreal comedy theatrical about various things about desire, struggle and freedom. Tale of Northern England, but we are based in 1687, earlier than us, Bert.
Absolutely.
So we're going to see a lot of flea-bitten actors running around.
Flea-bitten actors?
Yeah.
Talking about flea-bitten actors.
With big wigs.
Oh.
You know, them big... What do they call those big...
Oh, they're big powdered wigs.
Powdered
No,
wigs,
but they're Georgian, Catherine.
Oh, no, they're
later
Georgian.
Than 16th century.
Yeah, but they're using...
Around the 17th century.
Yeah, but they crossed over those...
Yeah, 18th century.
That style.
I suppose they did.
They just got bigger and bigger as the centuries went on.
They were full of fleas, weren't they?
And knits and
all
lice, all kinds of crap.
Yeah. Talking about raucousness and saucy, dirty
humour.
corsets, I got to tell you that the Victorians were actually the inventors of that kind of bawdy humour, if you like.
Definitely, yeah.
And it comes from the music hall, and where they used to stand up in pubs and do their little shows and stuff.
Yes.
You know, these thespians who like dressing up used to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Bawdy humour. They call it seaside humour, don't they?
Yeah.
But that's the Victorians were very good for that.
Now, give your last on your.
Oh yeah, I like Lost in Blue. On
I feel like Barry Norman.
The 20 is it the 28th of April?
It is the 29th of April.
And that's in the studio.
Not 29th.
And it's called here, I'm just reading off a piece of paper here.
We're reading our script.
Yeah. It's a funny, moving and uplifting, at times downright bizarre show. And it's been nominated in 2022 for various theatre awards called the Standing Ovation Award and the Summer Hall Acting Award and Off the West End Award. So it looks like a really good show, that, and I was attracted to that.
Any more about what it's about?
I don't really know what it's about.
No.
Do you know
Best
what?
leaving it to
A lot of these things,
surprising elements.
A lot of these
Sometimes
things,
it's nice to do that.
we don't know what they're about, and that's part of the exciting thing about going to the theatre, is you don't actually know what you're going to get, do you?
You just got a little bit of fluff there. Good. You don't.
I don't know what went on there, viewers. Mary, behave yourself. Okay, and the I suppose is there a last one of this?
I think we've mentioned all of them. That's it.
That's all of them.
Yeah, that's 6 we've mentioned.
So there's half a dozen out of the programme, and if you want
that's not all of the programme, obviously.
no,
is it?
That's been mentioned so far. There's a lot that we haven't mentioned, and so we thought we'd pick half a dozen of the things that we particularly we would enjoy doing. And the surprising thing about that is that myself
And Mary,
Bert and Mary, we're going to see all of them. Because I booked them all.
All of them?
Mary doesn't know about that.
oh, we're going to see all of them. I thought we were just going to see Much Ado About Nothing.
No, we're
Frankie.
gonna actually see all of them, and so we're booked in to see all of them. So we'll be reviewing them as well.
Oh, good.
On a later video.
Right.
So I hope you've enjoyed our little look at the new season for the Shakespeare North. It's been a fantastic year. The opening of a new theatre in Prescot. It's a very rare event for the north of England, and I think it's been very successful, as it is so far.
And talking of Prescot, Phil, what time is it?
Oh, let's see. Oh,
Oh, that's a very nice
yes,
pocket watch.
it's almost time for
For tea
Christmas.
time. For Christmas.
Christmas. Have yourself a lovely little Christmas.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Not very Victorian, but there you go. We are contemporary Victorians. Steampunk Victorians, someone called us. Didn't they?
They called us other things as well.
So I hope you've enjoyed our special look at what's going on in the Shakespeare North. We'll be back in the new year reviewing some of these shows that we've already mentioned here, and maybe any other news that may come up for Born and Raised in Prescot. So have a great Christmas wherever you are in the world.
And a happy new year.
Keep the faith. Keep being Prescotian. Means a lot.
And Victorian.
And Victorian. Yeah, live in the past, because the future looks bleaker.
Well, it will
the
do.
future...
If you carry on like that.
No, what did somebody say, Kath?
The future.
The future isn't here yet.
But it's just around the corner.
The future isn't here. Have a great time, and we'll see you in the new year.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.